4. The four major gaps.
While the concept of food value chain development has not always existed, Japan has been building a food value chain system for over 100 years. The system-building process revealed several major gaps between producers and consumers that need to be resolved. The information gap, the technical gap, the infrastructure gap, and the institutional gap.
The information gap refers to the inability of producers to grasp consumer needs and trends. Producers have limited opportunities to understand what crops should be produced, when, in what quantities, for what price, and from which production area to which consumption area those crops should be transported. The technical gap refers to a situation where technical constraints make it difficult for producers to meet the quality and price requirements of consumers. The infrastructure gap refers to the lack of basic infrastructure for post-harvest processing and storage, which is important for quality control. The institutional gap refers to several inadequacies of systems supporting the food value chain, including unified standards to achieve high-quality agricultural product distribution, mechanisms to avoid unfairness in trade between producers and distributors, support schemes to promote investment in the value chain, and basic statistics that enable planned production, shipping, and sales.
Let's summarize what we've learned so far. First, food value chain development is about working to bridge the gap between producers and consumers. It is important to remember that this gap changes greatly with the times. We have seen that food value chain development involves four specific gaps between producers and consumers that need to be bridged: the information gap, the technical gap, the infrastructure gap, and the institutional gap. In the next section, we will look at the status of and responses to these four gaps while referencing JICA case studies.